So, we have got a bit of a breaking news update when it comes to India and their international assignments in 2025 because India's first major series after the end of the 2025 WTC is going to be India, the 5 match test series that's going to be played there. Now, these are the venues that have been announced. This is the schedule that India is going to have. So, without further ado, I'm presenting to you the 5 test series, the schedule and the venues that's going to be there. So, India's tour of England will begin officially from June 20th onwards. The first test is from June 20 to June 24 at Headingley, Leeds. So, India's test series opener will be at Leeds, followed by the second test, which will be held from 2nd to 6th July in Edgbaston, Birmingham. Then the third test, 10th to 14th July, will be held at Lord's, followed by the fourth test that will be there from 23rd to 27th July at Old Trafford in Manchester. The 5 test series will then end on the 4th of August, 31st to 4th August at the Kia Oval in London. So basically from June 20th till 4th August, at least if you look at it, a period of close to 45 days. 45 days you are going to see 5 test matches being played. Now there is a significant bit of a gap if you look at it from the first and the second test. First test begins in Leeds from 20th to 24th. Then there is a 7 day gap, if you have to look, 8 day gap from first and the second test. That begins from 2nd to 6th July. Then not much of a gap from the second and the third test, only a 4 day gap from Birmingham to Lords. Then you have a 9 day gap between the third and the fourth test that will start from 23rd at Old Trafford. Then at the Kia Oval, when you look at it, it's just a 3 day gap. So that is why when you look at the gaps also, there is a significant gap from the first and the second, followed by the third and the fourth tests. Now, this is a very interesting situation that we have got at this point in time because if India play the WTC final, potentially the first week of June onwards, if India play the WTC final at Lord's, then India will be spending a good 3 months in England. Entire June, entire July, and the first week of August. Now, people will be asking, why is the schedule being done in such a way that, yes, most of the test matches are ending in August? Once again, it will be because of the 100. Because the ECB wants a dedicated window that you have for the 100. So, August until September first week, you will be having that. So, that is why when you look at it, the 100 will once again gain dominance in 2025. And it is the first test series of the new cycle that will begin from 2025 till 2027. Now, India last toured England in 2022 and that series ended in a 2-2 draw. Yes, India did not do well in Leeds where they were bundled out for 72 in Trent Bridge, but won in Lords and at the Oval. Then, if you look at it, Birmingham, that one-off test match that happened because of COVID and because of the IPL, there England chased down 378. So, if you look at the venues where India are going to play, Headingley, Leeds, India didn't have a good time in 2021, although they have done well in the past. They're also in 2002. Edgbaston, Birmingham, India traditionally have not had a good record there. Lords, we know that India has done well in this decade, at least one in 2014, one in 2021. Emirates, Old Trafford, Manchester is another venue where India have not had that much of success. The Oval, India have always done well at the Oval. You look at it, yes, 2011 they lost, 2007 they held out for a draw, 2014 they lost, but then you look at it, 2021 they won it, 2018 they lost, but they have traditionally done well at the Oval. So Lords is the venue for the final of the WTC and they'll be playing the third test there as well, 10th to 14th July. So that's going to be very, very interesting. And looking at the last couple of series, you look at it, England have not had a very good time against India. They were drew 2-2 against them, but in the series that they played in India, it was 4-1. So that's why it is going to be a big, big challenge for England to regain the trophy that they had lost some time back. Now, I'll take a couple of comments. Any scope of change in WTC when Anubhav was asking, given that Jay Shah is well poised to become the next ICC chairman? No, I don't think so, Anubhav. And honestly, changing the WTC venue makes no sense whatsoever. Where you're going to play? You'll play in India where you won't get the best pitches that are on offer. Are you going to play in Australia? It's not the right time. New Zealand, South Africa, not the right time. West Indies, broadcast timings. So that is why it's going to be a big problem. England is best suited at this point in time to host, whether you like it or not. Ashish Ranjan, don't you think our number three Gill should be replaced since he has trouble in facing swinging ball, especially in English conditions? Do we have a batting lineup to face the bowlers in English conditions? Look, by 2025, we don't know what the situation is going to be for the Indian batting lineup. So let's just assume that for this moment, you do have the goods to do well in England. But again, remember, by 2025, how the form will be of some players like Jaiswal, like Gill, Rohit, for example, Virat, for example, we don't know. So that's the situation we have. Abhinav Iyer, so technically 6 tests in England, 1 WTC and 5 versus England, yes. Last time in 2021 also it was the same. You played the WTC in Southampton versus New Zealand. Then you played 4 tests, not 5. 5 you came back 1 year later. So that's the thing. Will Virat Kohli play till 2027? Shorey is saying yes. I think most likely he is playing tests and ODIs until 2027. If he doesn't do well in this WTC final, he will probably want to play in 2027 as well. So that's the situation. WTC final date, Sanjeev Suman, mostly around the first week of June. Technically around 6th to 10th, maybe that is the period. June 6th to June 10th. That might be the period of a WTC final, or maybe 10th to 14th. That's the only way I look at it. So that's the current situation. India's tour of England, the schedule is out. For people who are joining us again, a quick reminder. First test, 20th to 24th June in Leeds. Second test, an 8-day gap. Then you got 2nd to 6th July in Edgbaston, Birmingham. 10th to 14th July is the third test at Lord's, followed by a 9-day gap, 23rd to 27th July in Old Trafford. Final test, 31st to 4th August at the Kia Oval. And then at this point, after that will be the 100 when you look at it. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to download the SportsTak mobile app for all the information you need in English and Hindi. Bye-bye.